Barcelona and Madrid want an Inter Milan defender. There's more Euro places confirmed. Arsenal eye up a Xhaka swap deal. There's transfer roundup and today's Emoji Mondays all coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers and this is the Daily News. First off, an Inter Milan defender, Milan Skriniar, is interesting both Barcelona and Real Madrid. Now, if you haven't heard of the 24-year-old, you may remember that Manchester United made around a £60 million bid for him last summer, which was swiftly rejected. Basically, after 2 years at Inter Milan, he's become a bit of a beast at centre-back and potentially one of the best in Europe. He started this season strongly as well, as have Inter Milan, and under Antonio Conte, he's only going to get better at his defensive work. So much so that both sides of El Clasico, Real and Barca, want to pay around 120 million for him. I say they want to pay 120 million. That's how much Inter Milan say he's going to cost. I'm not so sure whether both clubs will be willing to spend so much. For Real Madrid, they do have Rafael Varane. Sergio Ramos is still brilliant, but let's not forget, is entering his mid-30s. And they do have a few other options, but maybe not as strong as Skriniar. As for Barcelona, their central defensive problems are there for all to see. They don't know whether or not Piqué is going to turn out in his younger, brilliant form or look like an old man. Longley looks a little bit unsure, and Samuel Umtiti, we don't know whether he's going or staying, so maybe they could do with the defender just a little bit more. So next up are to a few more confirmed places for Euro 2020 next summer, as England managed to finally see off their qualification group in brilliant style with a 4-0 victory over Kosovo. Harry Kane scored yet again to make sure that he has scored in all 8 qualifying matches for England in Euro 2020 and take his tally to an incredible 32. Marcus Rashford is also on the score sheet, and Mason Mount and Harry Winks both grabbed their first goals for England. Alongside this, Germany made it through with a victory over Belarus. Sweden are also in. Spain have made sure they'll be at next summer's tournament, just with France and Turkey. The Netherlands are also going to be there, having not appeared at a major tournament final since they finished 3rd in the World Cup in 2014. This means that they won't be missing out on 3 tournaments in a row, as they have confirmed their place alongside, unbelievably, Finland, who won 3-0 against Liechtenstein, which means Timo Pukki and his men will be heading to the tournament next summer. And lastly but not least, Cristiano Ronaldo made sure that Portugal will also be there, the defending champions, as he grabbed his 99th international goal and has set his sights on the all-time men's record. But moving on from international football, thankfully the international break is almost over. And back to some club football where things don't look so good for Granit Xhaka at Arsenal. I say don't look so good, they weren't looking so great for the last month or so. But over the weekend, after posting a cryptic Instagram post about being happy regardless of what other people think, it looks like Arsenal may have already found his replacement, and a swap deal to his former club Gladbach could be on the cards. So if Arsenal do want to get rid of him, they could sell him to the German club Gladbach and also take first dibs on midfielder Danis Zakaria. The Switzerland midfielder is attracting a lot of interest, not only from Premier League clubs, but a few others from around Europe too, in La Liga and Serie A. And if they get first dibs on him, well, it's actually going to be a pretty good deal for them. They'll be getting a player who, in all prospects, is probably better than Xhaka, and they'll be able to snatch him away from some of their rivals. This could look like it's going to be a good deal, because no matter how well they reintegrate Xhaka into the squad, I just don't think the fans are going to take to him again. So next up to a quick roundup of the rest of the day's transfer news, where PSG have joined the line for Jadon Sancho. Bayern Munich want to bring Emre Can back to the club. Manchester United are hoping Tahith Chong will sign a new contract and not a pre-contract agreement with Juventus. And Odsonne Edouard, Celtic's forward, is being subject of a £20 million bid from Crystal Palace. So next up to a quick look back on your Friday feels, where you guys left your footballing predictions in the comment section on Friday's Daily. Jaheim Martin got all 3 of his right, unbelievably. He said that Messi would score against Brazil, that Hungary would lose to Uruguay, and that Spain would beat Malta by 3 or more goals, which all came true. Hamid said that England, France and Sweden will all win by at least 2 goals, and Amateur Analysis guessed that Hazard, Rashford, Kane and Lukaku would all find the score sheet. So we come to Emoji Mondays now, where we throw some emojis over some of the best bits from the weekend's football. First off, and we have the best player, which I'm going to give to Eden Hazard. Belgium yet again won in their group to maintain their perfect qualifying campaign, as they won 4-1 in Russia. Eden Hazard got an assist for his own brother and scored 2 goals and was just generally fantastic. Next up to the best result, which is going to be Finland. And I know you're thinking 3-0 victory over Liechtenstein isn't too much to shout about. Wrong. It normally wouldn't be, but when it sends you through to your first ever major tournament, that is a pretty good result. Timo Pukki scored 2 goals on the night, and the 3-0 victory means we'll be seeing Finland at Euro 2020. And the craziest moment is San Marino finally scoring a goal for the first time in 2 years. Not only that, it's their first home goal in 6 years. Admittedly, they did lose 3-1 to Kazakhstan, which isn't great, but the fact that the bottom-ranked nation in FIFA's ranking scored is a pretty big deal for them and a pretty crazy moment. So there you have it. That's all from me for today on the Daily News. But let me know your Emoji Mondays and all of your thoughts over the Daily News in the comment section down below, whilst also smashing the like button and clicking here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on Onefootball. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.